think about some of the more positive things actually in the Bible, and this is so exciting. You can see I get excited when I talk about it. When they had victories like victories from battles in war or victories over enemies that were attacking them, or just different things that, you know, when they crossed the Red Sea, and God commanded them to celebrate.
Yeah.
It was a command.
Big parties,
and not
week-long festivals.
Yeah, they didn't do it for a few minutes.
Yeah.
It was a week of dancing and singing and eating, and the Bible says making merry. And I just don't think we have enough of that in our life. You know, now there are people that are out of balance the other way. All they ever want to do is party. They don't want to work. They're lazy. Obviously, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having a balance to where if you feel like, you know what, I really just can't take much more.
We've all felt that way.
Instead of just continuing to pressure yourself and end up really, in essence, making a fool out of yourself, because you do end up losing your temper or getting grouchy with somebody who has nothing to do with the way you feel and doesn't even understand why you're acting that way, why not just say, you know, I've had enough. I can tell I've had enough, and so I'm going to go back here and rest for 10 minutes, or I'm going to go take a walk. I'm going to go outside and smell the roses. I'm going to drive to the coffee shop and get a coffee and just sit there. You know, it doesn't always take a whole day to recover. You know, sometimes it's just 15 minutes here. You know, take those 5-minute vacations, those little mini vacations, but especially if there's something that you really enjoy. And I really want to say this to our viewers, you know, because I really care about you. And, you know, I've been through a lot of really, really rough things in my life, and I know that many of you have too. And I lived under so much condemnation and so much guilt and tried so hard to do everything right. And it's been a real journey for me, and I know that if I can have victory, you can have victory. And I really, really, really want to encourage you that you are valuable, and you are worth taking the time to do some things for yourself that you enjoy. Don't be selfish and self-centered. I teach against that all the time. But to do something for yourself occasionally is not being selfish and self-centered. It's actually being wise. And you know, if you really don't think you're worth that, then maybe you need to go back and study the whole gospel message all over again. Because if God loved you so much that He sent His only Son to die the type of death that He died for you and go through the pain that He went through for you, then I think the very least that you can do, and I can do, is learn how to celebrate the person that God has created you to be.
So we're really encouraging people today to make that spiritual decision.
Right.